unpopular booktube opinion time. I totally understand that most booktubers absolutely hate filming and editing their bookshelf tour, but I'm a weirdo and I actually really enjoy it. I don't know what it is, it's just so satisfying to go through every single book and just realizing, oh man, I have so many books to last me a lifetime. It's always like, ooh, I have you to read. Oh, and you. Oh, I forgot about you. It just makes me so happy. Hi everyone, my name is Holly, and in today's video I am going to be doing my 2018 bookshelf tour. Now this video is already going to be very, very long, so this is going to be a very short introduction. First off, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys where I got my bookshelves, and I actually got my 3 white bookshelves from Walmart. And they're actually not bad bookshelves. I absolutely adore them. They definitely get the job done, and that's all that matters. Next thing is that I have only been collecting books for about 5 years now, and I actually get 99% of my books really cheap from either Amazon, like the used section, Book Outlet, just super cheap books. I rarely buy my books for more than like $8, which is crazy, but yo girl's a bargain shopper. So I do own 518 books, most of them fantasy. So here's an overview of my 3 bookshelves. They are very full, very stuffed. And I think I'm actually going to start on the shelf right here, go down and work my way to the left. So let's get to it. Alright, so here is the very first shelf, and first things first, I have a line of magnetic bookmarks. I have some from Nerdy Girl Designs, and these ones all the way to that girl right there was in a recent Atlas Fallen book launch box, and I'll link that down below for you if you want to check it out. And I also have this Glandry potion thing that lights up as well, which looks like that, and it's real fancy. So the first book I have is the Mortal Instruments, the graphic novel edition, volume 1 by Cassandra Clare and art by Cassandra Jean. The Alchemist of Loom by Elise Kova. The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. And then I have the whole Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, which consists of City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, City of Heavenly Fire, The Bane Chronicles, which is a collection of short stories about Magnus Bane, and the Shadowhunters Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. And then we have the Infernal Devices series, which consists of Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. And then we have the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare, which consists of Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows, The Queen of the Tearling, The Invasion of the Tearling, and The Fate of the Tearling, all by Erica Johansson. The Crown's Game, and The Crown's Fate by Evelyn Skye. Alright, so moving down one shelf, I have this little one-up mushroom container that contained candies, but of course they're all gone because I ate all of them. And also we have an owl mug that keeps all of my bookmarks in, or at least most of them. Alright, so up first we have the Tethered Mage, and the Defiant Heir by Melissa Caruso, Ever the Brave, and Ever the Hunted by Erin Summerall, and I'm holding it at an angle so that you can read it because you clearly can't when I hold it like this. Sinlin Ascends, and Arm of the Sphinx by Josiah Bancroft, Age of Assassins by R.J. Barker, Kings of the Wild by Nicholas E. Amis, The Black Prism by Brent Weeks, Duskfall by Christopher Husberg, Torn by Rowena Miller, Everless by Sarah Holland, Reign the Earth by A.C. Goggin, Daughters of the Storm by Kim Wilkins, Furyborn by Clara Legrand, The Storm Thieves by Sally Green, The Forest Queen by Betsy Cornwell, Mirage by Somia Dowd, Stitching Snow, and Spinning Starlight by R.C. Lewis, Midnight Thief, and Daughter of Dusk, both by Olivia Blackburn, a very underrated series, The Girl at Midnight, The Shadow Hour, and The Savage Dawn by Melissa Gray. Alright, so moving down a shelf yet again, I basically have my Rick Riordan shelf, let's be honest. But I have this little door hanger here, which says Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. The front says Out Training for Ragnarok, and the back says Do Not Disturb, which I absolutely adore. Get it? Adore? Because it goes on a doorknob? Yeah. And then I just have a candle here that says Tournament of Wishes from Spidey Sense, and I have another candle from Spidey Sense which says Sight Witch. Starting with the non-Rick Riordan books, we have The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, The Glass Bear by Lauren DeStefano, A Shadow Bright and Burning, and A Poison Dark and Drowning by Jessica Cluess. Alright, so starting with the big boys here, we have Percy Jackson's Greek Gods by Rick Riordan, and then we have another one, Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes by Rick Riordan, and then we have the entire Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which consist of The Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian, all by Rick Riordan. And then we have the entire Heroes of Olympus series, which consist of The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, The Mark of Athena, The House of Hades, and The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. And then we have the start to the Trials of Apollo series, which consist of The Hidden Oracle and The Dark Prophecy, and this is a signed copy, and I'm very proud of it. And then we have the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series, which consist of The Sword of Summer, The Hammer of Thor, and The Ship of the Dead, all by Rick Riordan, and that basically consists of my Rick Riordan collection. The Boundless by Kenneth Opel, Furthermore by Tahara Mafi, and A Witchwood by Tahara Mafi. So going down to my second to last shelf, I have kind of like my dystopian shelf, which consists of some Fallout figures because it just fits oh so perfectly. I have a Fallout bobblehead as well as a Fallout keychain. Starflight and Starfall by Melissa Landers, Want by Cindy Pon, The Glass Arrow by Kristen Simmons, Renegade and Revelations by J.A. Souders, Forget Tomorrow by Pentip Dunn, Death Sworn and Death Marked by Lee Cypress. And then we have the Hunger Games, which consist of The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. And then we have the Divergent series, which I actually haven't read yet. That's right, I haven't read the series yet. I know, I'm trash. Divergent, Insurgent, Allegiant, and Four, all by Veronica Roth. The Darkest Minds, Never Fade, In the Afterlight, and Through the Dark by Alexandra Bracken. It's always bothered me that these three make a sentence, and then we have like a blunt Through the Dark. No. It just doesn't work. Anna Dressed in Blood, and Girl of Nightmares by Kendara Blake, The Young Elites, The Rose Society, and The Midnight Star, all by Brie Liu. Shatter Me, and yes, I still own this really god-awful hardcover. I really need to replace it with the new hardcover. Unravel Me, and Ignite Me, all by Tahara Mafi, and no, I still don't own Restore Me. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. It's damaged, I think. And then last we have Zeros by Scott Westerfeld. Alright, so now we have made it to the very bottom shelf, which consists of all of my graphic novels. I have all of my binders full of artwork, and a fake crate box that I use to put like chargers and stuff like that in. And my tripod does not go this low, so I'm gonna have to hold it for this shelf. So first we have the Sleeping Beauty, which is the big golden book, as well as the Little Mermaid. So I think for these graphic novels, I'm just going to say the title just to save some time, because all these have like 2 authors and then like 2 artists or whatever. So we have Motor Crush, Volume 1 by the way, Zodiac Star Force Volume 1, Kim and Kim Volume 1, I Hate Fairyland Volume 1, Fluff My Life Volume 2, and Good Girl Volume 3, all by Scotty Young. I cannot wait for the 4th volume of this. I am dying to have it in my hands. Monstrous Volume 1, and Monstrous Volume 2. Up next we have Rat Queens Volume 1, Rat Queens Volume 2, Rat Queens Volume 3, and Rat Queens Volume 4. Giant Days Volume 1, Giant Days Volume 2, Paper Girls Volume 1, Paper Girls Volume 2, and Paper Girls Volume 3. And then I have my Barnes & Noble edition of Grimm's Fairy Tales, A Little Princess, and The Secret Garden. And then I also have the movie adaptation for Cinderella. Alright, so now moving on to my second shelf. It's actually my middle shelf, and we are going to be doing the very first shelf of that one. I'm saying shelf a lot, which I apologize for. But on this top shelf is kind of like a favorite shelf. I love like all of these books. First off, we have a Darkling candle, And we also have a Lunar Chronicles mug, which came in the Owl Crate. I also have this beautiful bookmark from Shiki Creates, as well as another row of magnetic bookmarks. Now, all of these, all the way up to here, are from Idol stuff. There's Lunar Chronicles, there's a Darkling and a Nikolai, and an Ember in the Ashes characters, To Kill a Kingdom. These two are from an Owl Crate box, and this one is from a Fake Crate box. I also have an Inej candle from Bell & Co. And I also have some magnetic bookmarks from Shiki Creates. These two are from Six of Crows, and this is a Nikolai magnetic bookmark. And this one is from the Cruel Prince. So first up, we have Heartless by Marissa Meyer, Renegades by Marissa Meyer, Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and Winter, Stars Above, and then Fairest, which consists of the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer, as well as Wires and Nerve Volume 1 by Marissa Meyer, Six of Crows, and Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo, Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, The Kiss of Deception, The Heart of Betrayal, and The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Alright, so now going down one shelf, I have my adult fantasy section, which includes this Funko from The Hobbit, a Luna candle from Bell & Co., as well as a Hermione candle from Bell & Co., The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin, Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Nouvelle, The Shadow of What Was Lost, and An Echo of Things to Come by James Islington, Prince of Thorns, King of Thorns, and The Emperor of Thorns by Mark Lawrence, which is the concluding novel to the Broken Empire trilogy, Prince of Fools, The Liar's Key, and The Wheel of Otium, also by Mark Lawrence, The Blade Itself, Before They Are Hanged, and Last Argument of Kings by Joe Abercrombie, and this is the final book to the First Law trilogy. Best Served Cold by Joe Abercrombie, The Best Book in the World, Half a King, Half the World, and Half a War by Joe Abercrombie. The Poppy War by R.F. Kwang, not sure how to say that last name. Malice by John Gwen, and Mageborn by Stephen Aryan. So going down one shelf, I basically have my Harry Potter section. I have my Harry Potter Funkos. I have this little canteen right here, which is a Polyjuice potion by Enchanted Fandoms. I have a 9 3/4 pin. I have this art print of Bellatrix Lestrange. This came in a Fake Crate. I have a Harry Potter mug, which came in a Owl Crate box, and it just has some of my favorite bookmarks. These are from Nightmares and Daydreams. I have a fourth Harry Potter bookmark as well, but I'm currently using it in the book I'm reading. And then we have this one, which is from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Okay, so first we have Defy, Ignite, and Endure by Sarah B. Larson, Beyond a Darkened Shore by Jessica Leek, The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater, and The Hunted by Megan Spooner. Oh yeah, I also have more magnetic bookmarks from Idol stuff as well. Here we have my Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone Hufflepuff edition, Proud Hufflepuff, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by J.K. Rowling, illustrated by Olivia Gill, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the illustrated edition by Jim Kay, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, illustrated edition, and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, also illustrated edition. By the way, I'm terribly sorry if the lighting keeps changing. I'm trying to get it right, but I think I'm just making it worse. So up next we have the Hogwarts Library, which consists of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, The Tales of Beetle the Bard, and Quidditch Through the Ages. Up next I have my paperback UK editions of Harry Potter, which consist of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and lastly, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, all by J.K. Rowling, The Girl of Fire and Thorns, The Crown of Embers, and The Bitter Kingdom by Ray Carson. I absolutely adore this series. Walk on Earth a Stranger, Like a River Glorious, and Into the Bright Unknown, also by Ray Carson. Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston, with the beautiful purple sprayed edges, and The Wicked Deep by Shia Earnshaw. Okay, so going down one shelf, this is one of 3 bookshelves that are really hard to show you because my bedpost is literally right here. As you can tell, these bookshelves are behind my bed. So we're gonna make this work. Nightfall by Jake Halpern and Peter Kujawinsky. The Geography of You and Me by Jennifer E. Smith. I don't know why I still own this actually. Scarlett Epstein Hates It Here by Anna Brislaw. Yikes. As you can tell, these are books that I had no idea where to put, so they're like just stacked right here. Burning Glass by Catherine Purdy. Blood Rose Rebellion by Rosalind Eves. Stolen Songbird by Danielle L. Jensen. I really need to read this series soon. The Spirit Collectors by something Starkchild. Seriously though, I can't read that. Poison's Kiss by Brianna Shields. The Bone Witch by Ren Chupeco. Ruined and Avenged by Amy Tintera. Atlas Fallen by Jessica Pierce. Writers and Seeker by Veronica Rossi. The Great Hunt by Wendy Higgins. Shimmer and Burn by Mary Taranta. Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. Forbidden and Banished by Kimberly Little. Stray and Burn by Alyssa Sussman. Everneath, Everbound, and Evertrue by Brody Ashton, and I'm sorry if those were out of order. The Novice, The Inquisition, The Battle Mage, and The Outcast by Taran Matharu. The Valiant by Leslie Livingston. The Savage Song, and Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab, and Vicious also by Victoria Schwab. The Reader, and The Speaker by Tracy Chee. The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Corey. Dark Breaks the Dawn by Sarah B. Larson. Assassin's Heart, and A Thief's Cunning by Sarah Ayers. So going on down yet again, this is actually the very bottom shelf of my second shelf, and I just have some tall hardcovers down here, and they go all the way back there. I have this little space open because I use this plug-in a ton. As you can tell, I am actually charging my next camera battery, so this spot is very important. So yeah, let's just begin. The Black Witch by Lori Forrest. The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. I Will Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. Bird Box by Josh Mallerman. Read this if you haven't read it yet. It's awesome. These Broken Stars, The Shattered World, and Their Fractured Light by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. The Dark Days Club by Allison Goodman. Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Oh, by the way, unpopular opinion time, I absolutely despise these really loose dust jackets on these books. Can't stand them. The Bone Season, and The Mime Order by Samantha Shannon. The Fifth Wave, The Infinite Sea, and The Last Star by Rick Yancey. Red Rising, Golden Sun, and Morning Star by Pierce Brown. Alright, so now going on to my third and last shelf, except for all the books I have up here to show you. But this shelf is actually directly above my bed. So, hello, doggo. Yeah. Hi, hope I'm not disturbing you. So I would call this shelf basically my Sarah J. Maas shelf. I have another row of magnetic bookmarks up here. These ones are from Idle Stuff. These are from Nightmares and Daydreams. And all of those are from Idle Stuff as well. I have a Daenerys statue, a Rhysand candle. Right here I have some bath salts that I got from Fake Crate, an ACOTAR quote magnetic bookmark from Unicorn Crate, and then a print of Aelin and Rowan from an Enchanted Fandoms box. Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and Legendary by Stephanie Garber as well. The Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, and Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin, and A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. Fallen Kingdoms, Rebel Spring, and I'm literally trying to talk right now in between my dog's snores, so I apologize. Gathering Darkness, Frozen Tides, Crystal Storm, Spirits and Thieves, and The Darkest Magic, all by Morgan Rhodes. Alright, so moving down yet another shelf, I only have my little Captain Sparkles figure. This is a YouTuber that I have watched religiously for many years, and I have a little figure there with Jerry the Slime. So yeah, this is just another random shelf. It does kind of bleed into my adult fantasy. So let's get to it. So the first book I have here is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young, Red Queen, Glass Sword, and King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard, The Traitor's Kiss by Erin Beatty, Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody, Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, An Ember in the Ashes, and A Torch Against the Night by Saba Tahir, Forest of a Thousand Lanterns by Julie C. Dowell, Truth Witch, and Wind Witch by Susan Dennard, Skullsworn by Brian Stavely, The Emperor's Blades, also by Brian Stavely, The Way of Kings, and Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, The Final Empire, The Well of Ascension, and The Hero of Ages, also by Brandon Sanderson. So going on down again, this is a shelf that I don't really have anything on. I normally have my fan here, and also my TBR books for the month right here as well. Warcross by Marie Lu, Ivory and Bone, and Obsidian and Stars by Julie Eshbo, The Orphan Queen, and The Mirror Queen by Jodi Meadows, To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo, The Imposter Queen, and The Cursed Queen by Sarah Fine, Seeker, Traveler, and Disruptor by Arwen Elise Dayton, The Thousandth Floor, and The Dazzling Heights by Catherine McGee, and I Darken, and Now I Rise by Kristen White, A Darker Shade of Magic, A Gathering of Shadows, and A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab, Even the Darkest Stars by Heather Fawcett, Graceling, Fire, and Bitter Blue by Kristen Cashore. And I'm just noticing there's a face on this cover. Do you see the eye, the nose, and the lips? Yeah, I'm just realizing this. Grave Mercy, Dark Triumph, and Immortal Heart by Robin Lefevers. Legolas, basically. Right? Okay, so this shelf is done, but going down, we hit my bedpost, and this shelf is definitely going to be the hardest to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each book out individually and place them up here, so that you can get a better look at them. Daughter of Smoke and Bone, Days of Blood and Starlight, and Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor, Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore, Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick, The Bells by Danielle Clayton, Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge, 3, Morningside Fall, and Dawnbreaker by Jay Posey, Seraphina, and Shadow Scale by Rachel Hartman, Dorothy Must Die, The Wicked Will Rise, and Yellow Brick War by Danielle Page, The Wrath and the Dawn, and The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Audier, Prophecy by Ellen O, The Stello Project by Sherry Becker, The Glass Casket by McCormick Templeman, Spirit's Key by Edith Cohn, Strands of Bronze and Gold by Jane Nicholson, Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue, and Emerald Green by Kirsten Gear, Hex Hall, Demon Glass, Spellbound, and School Spirits by Rachel Hawkins, Princess of Thorns by Stacey J, The Wolf Wilder by Catherine Rundell, Trials by Fire by Josephine Angelini, Nightmares, The Sleepwalker Tonic, and The Lost Lullaby by Jason Siegel and Kirsten Miller, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Hollow City, and Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs, and last but not least, Tales of the Peculiar, also by Ransom Riggs. Alright, so now that we have finished all 3 of my shelves, now it's time to move to the very top part. So starting over here, I have a Manon Blackbeak bug that came in a fake crate, as well as an Azrael bookmark. And also here is my Charlie Bowater pillow that I get a lot of questions about, and I got this from her Society 6 shop. Soundless by Rochelle Mead, Frostblood by Ellie Blake, Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth, Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, The Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves, Blue Lily Lily Blue, and The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater, Queen of Hearts, and Blood of Wonderland by Colleen Oakes, Winter Song by S.J. Jones, Unearthly, Hollowed, and Boundless by Cynthia Hand, My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jodi Meadows, Passenger, and Wayfarer by Alexandra Bracken, Royal Bastards by Andrew Schwartz, 3 Dark Crowns, and One Dark Throne by Kendar Blake, The Search for Wundla, The Battle for Wundla, and The Hero for Wundla by Tony Detzleritzi, Snow Like Ashes, Ice Like Fire, and Frost Like Night by Sarah Rosh, All the Wind in the World by Samantha Mabry, Monstrous, and Ravenous by Marcy Kate Connolly, Deep Blue by Jennifer Donnelly, The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton, The Book Jumper by an author I cannot pronounce, Dream Strider by Lindsay Smith, Julia Vanishes by Catherine Egan, A Madness So Discreet by Mindy McGinnis. Okay, we're starting to get into some of my Funkos now. So I have Garrus from Mass Effect, Ciel from Black Butler, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and then Princess Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. The Blackthorn Key by Kevin Sands. The Shadow Queen by CJ Redwine. The Glass Sentence. The Golden Specific. And The Crimson Skew by S.E. Grove. This series is actually one of the series I want to finish before the end of the year because I'm just dying to read it so badly. Long May She Reign by Rhiannon Thomas. The Walls Around Us by Nova Rensuma. Rebel Bell, Miss Mayhem, and Lady of Renegades by Rachel Hawkins. Scarlet by A.C. Goggin. Spindle Fire by Lexa Hillier. Invictus by Ryan Groden. Frostfire, Iced Kissed, and Crystal Kingdom by Amanda Hawking. Talon and Rogue by Julia Kagawa. Daughter of Deep Silence by Carrie Ryan. Gilded Cage by Vic James, and Inheritance of Ashes by Leah Bobbitt, Ink and Bone, and Paper and Fire by Rachel Kane, Crimson Bound by Rosamund Hodge, Dream a Little Dream, and Dream On by Kirsten Gear, Scythe by Neil Schusterman, Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys or Sepetys, I cannot remember which one it is now. Okay, so now we are at the point of my South Park figures. So we have Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and Cartman and Butters. Reign of the Fallen by Sarah Glenn Marsh. The Star-Touched Queen. And A Crown of Wishes by Roshani Chashki. I probably butchered that, I'm sorry. Winter Spell by Claire Legrand. Wait, that's the same author who wrote Furyborn. Just realizing this. The Story Spinner by Becky Wallace. Deception's Princess by Esther Frasner. Sword and Verse by Kathy McMillan. The School for Good and Evil, A World Without Princes. The School for Good and Evil Book 2. I'm not sure if there's a title for this one or not. And The Last Ever After by Soman Chinani. Oh, and the Ever Never Handbook as well. The Winter's Curse, The Winter's Crime, and The Winter's Kiss by Marie Rotowski. The Last of the Fire Drakes. The Queen of Blood, and The Reluctant Queen by Sarah Beth Durst. The Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Dorr. Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter. And the very last book, The Edge of Everything by Jeff Giles. And that is the end of this bookshelf tour. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every single week. And until we meet again, happy reading.